right now, the biggest talk of our spicy topics to start this show off happened with that Bills-Chiefs game. And what I'm specifically alluding to is the offsides on the offense penalty on Kadarius Toney that negated an unbelievable play by Travis Kelce. And then it wasn't necessarily that people were talking about the play as much as what happened with Patrick Mahomes after the play as well.
Yeah, so if you can take a look here, the bottom of your screen, you can see Kadarius Toney's his foot's right on the line there. You can't even see the football from where his helmet is, and his helmet's almost touching the other Bills lineman here as well, and you can kind of see the play. And this is what there's your flag. So you see the flag here right in the middle of the screen towards the left, right where that line of scrimmage is. You see the flag come up. So the flag comes out well before this play even really gets started. And so this is kind of what Patrick Mahomes was super pissed about. Obviously, you don't want to see a flag come out here when a play goes off just like this. I mean, unbelievable play.
That was so
incredible play. But at the same time, you got Kadarius Toney that was clearly offsides, and it wasn't even like it was close, right? Like he was very much offsides. And this is a play that officials have been calling all year long. This is the 12th one that was called. And look, if you're on the offense, this is the part that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't have the video where we saw Patrick Mahomes reacting to Josh Allen, but I do have the post-game coverage of what he said after the game. So take a listen.
It's obviously tough to swallow. Not only for me, but just for football in general. Just to take away greatness like that. For a guy like Travis to make a play like that, and who knows if we win. But as I know, as fans, you want to see the guys on the field decide the game, and that's why last week I didn't say anything about the flag that didn't get called on the Marquez. And so, they're human, man. They make mistakes, but it's every week we're talking about something, and all I can do is go out there and give everything I have, and I'm proud of the guys because that's what we did, and it was a great football game that ended. Another great football game that just ended like that. It's just tough to swallow.
Patrick, what do you, for lack of a better term, what made it boil over? Was it that itself, or was it
it's the call, man. Just in that moment, it's not even for myself or for me. It's just I know how much everybody puts into this game, and for it to happen on a flag change the outcome of a game. In that moment, I've played 7 years, never had offensive offsides called. That's elementary school. We talk about. You point to the ref, do all that different type of stuff, and it doesn't get called. And if it does, they warn you, and there was no warning throughout the entire game. And then you wait till there's a minute left in the game to make a call like that. It's just tough, man. It's lost for words, man. It's tough because regardless if we win or lose, man, just for it to end with another game, we're talking about the refs, man. It's just not what we want for the NFL and for football.
And I would be okay with everything that Patrick Mahomes said if the call was a bad call.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no way that I'm going to be giving anybody a pass because they didn't get warned about being offside. The defensive side of the ball never gets warned for being offside. This all the blame, all the anger should be pointed directly to his wide receivers, to Kadarius Toney in particular. The guy was actually offsides all night long. It just so happened that this one was the most egregious one that they had seen. So you don't deserve to get a warning for being offside. You just don't. It's something that you're taught to do. You okay with the line judge, and you just didn't. You just blatantly stepped over the line and you took off from there. So I don't feel bad for the Chiefs for this call in particular. If it was a blown call, if it was one that didn't make any sense, sure. But this one was clear, cut, and dry to me. What say you fellas?
Yeah, we'll go around the table here real quickly. Zach, go ahead.
Yeah, I completely agree with Brad. It wasn't an egregious call where it was something like it was 50-50. The refs made an opinion, a judgment call. He was a foot offsides. He was blatantly in the neutral zone. The ref threw the flag before anything happened. Now, if this was something where play happens, then the refs come together and then throw the flag, I can see us having an issue where it's like, wait, why didn't this happen?
Yes.
It happened the second the ball was snapped, the ref threw the flag. He has no clue what's going to happen. Then the play happens. He goes up like they always do and go, nope, coming back because he was offsides. Just like they do with every other penalty that calls back a touchdown. It just sucks that this was in a big moment, and it sucks that it was on a really cool play. I think that's the biggest thing. If this would have just been a Hail Mary to Toney for a touchdown, then whatever. I think it would have been, oh, that sucks. But it was a really cool play, so people are like, that sucks that gets taken away.
Yeah, Rock, go ahead.
I think that, to your point, Zach, if it was an incompletion, this would have been swept under the rug. Nobody would have been talking about it. The fact that it could have been one of the coolest plays that we've seen this season with the Travis Kelce lateral, perfect spiral to Kadarius Toney, and then he scores.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Mahomes, heat of the moment, was frustrated, and that carried over. And I'm not giving him a pass at all, because when he said elementary school stuff, this is the stuff we learn in elementary school. Yeah, you're right. When I officiated high school football, I knew you're gonna give me that. Not making it about me, but I am saying, like, high school football, you're taught to check in with the ref on the side. That head linesman or the line judge, as a receiver, you look over and you say, am I good? And you go, okay. Or they line up off where they're not on the line, so they're not covering up a tight end or a lineman, and they go, I'm off. Am I good? Yes. Am I good with the ball? Sure. Yeah. It's a courtesy to ask. And if you're lined up off sides and I'm an official and you don't look at me, I can throw the flag because it is a penalty right then and there. So we bash the officials. We talk about how bad they've been all season long in the NFL, and it's been crazy with that and the fines and lack thereof. But this was a good call right there in that moment. Regardless of the result, he threw the flag when Kadarius Toney was basically hugging the Bills player, like he was that close. So I have no problem with the flag at all. I don't see why Patrick Mahomes is so frustrated about this call.
Well, I understand why he's frustrated. Your competitor, you're pissed. You're about to take the lead against the Buffalo Bills, and all of a sudden, whammy, it comes back. Then you get shut down. Then the game's over and you lose. And the Chiefs aren't really used to losing multiple games in a row recently over the last year. So they've been a team that finds a way to they win these types of games. Now they're on the other side of it. I think with this case, the officials part of it, warning, no warning, whatever it may be, it's such an interesting dynamic of a conversation, because people are either mad or not of not checking in, of giving a warning, but the call the officials made was right. Right. So I think that's the part where people, whatever side you're on, you can't argue the fact that he was offside. You can argue they didn't give him a warning, but the officials didn't miss the call there. They could have missed calls earlier, but they did not miss that call. Chiefs lose. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I'll tell you what, you think any umpire or ref or official too, I mean, you guys have told you about baseball. You can go back and watch. You think the referee, you're getting that call back too, by the way. Like, it happens. It's a part of the sport. It's a human element. But in this case, this human element saw it right, and they got it right. So we could talk about it for a while.